Yeah! What's good, y'all? This your boy Flawless back with another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. Man, this is a continuation of wide receiver week, and we're gonna tackle some Kansas City Chiefs today. Yes, we're gonna talk about the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver room, that ambiguous wide receiver room. We're gonna, who's gonna pop off, who's not gonna pop off. Who's going to get playing time? You're going to get the insight from Mr. Flawless himself. And let me tell you guys, not many people can get this inside information, okay? There are people out there buying draft kits and everything else, but they can't give you the perspective from what is going in your earlobes right now. Man, I tell you, you guys are blessed beyond measure. Okay? So let's just leave it at that. We're going to keep it popping. Just like we talked about the Green Bay wide receivers a couple days ago, this is another team I want to talk about their wide receivers so we can see where's the juice at? Where's the prosperity? Because there has to be prosperity here, right? With Patrick Mahomes, an Andy Reid-led team, it's got to be something here. So let's pry through it and let's see what we come up with. Again, it's your first time or for second time or 32nd time, press like on the video, comment so I can know that you're actually engaging. That can motivate me to make more fire freaking content, guys. But before we get going, I would like to thank all of you guys that's been tuning in, the ones that's been commenting and liking and commenting, and the ones that haven't been. But if you haven't been, make sure you get with it. It's for the ones that's been commenting, especially during wide receiver week. I'd like to send a big shout out to Derek Major, Gregory Gonjarowski, known as BD, Joey T, Dag Nabbit, Norseman 056, Blaine on the Moon. I got some more. Hey, look, I got some other loyal folks out there now, so I need y'all to comment so I can shout y'all out. I appreciate y'all commenting on the videos. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Now let's get down to some fantasy content. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. All right. Now with the Kansas City Chiefs, everybody and their mama know that Tyreek Hill is gone. He's down. He done took his talents down to South Beach like LeBron James, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to cross sports. I'll be talking about that forever. So we have a whole nother situation down here. All right, now let's start with the fact that Kansas City has 260 vacated targets. Not only from Tyreek Hill, but from Demarcus Robinson and Byron Pringle. All three of those guys are gone. What we have now is the newest addition, Mr. Juju Smith-Schuster. Kansas City signed him on a one-year prove-it deal. He kind of slotted in to actually play the slot position. And the Chiefs want to see what they got in him and see what he can do, to see if they can re-sign him or whatnot. Okay? Look, guys, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. I'm not going to bore you today. Okay? At the end of the day, I don't believe in Juju. Okay? And if Juju pop and if he do something nice, he just going to have to do it nice on somebody else's team. Okay? But he won't do it on mine. But, guess what? He could do all this tick-tocking, and I don't know if he's going to carry on like he did over there at Pittsburgh when he fell out of favor. But they rather draft other guys than keep him there. And they let him walk last year. Juju's washed, man. We see the best of Juju. I don't even think Patrick Mahomes can save him. And, the fact it is, what we got to understand with all these wide receivers I'm going to speak about is Travis Kelce is still the number one option in the passing game. I do believe he's declining. I have spoke on that. I do say that Mark Andrews is number one on tight end this year. But, because he's aged, Travis Kelce's up there. I could see the fall off before a lot of people can't. But, this is not about tight ends. But at the end of the day, I don't believe Juju's going to get get the work. He's not going to get the numbers. He may have some safe games, but he's not a league winner. Okay? Now all these wide receivers here, they're going to be getting picked pretty late because they're not sexy, and nobody's probably picking them in the single-digit rounds. So to me, I would rather go for, listen guys, when we're picking these wide receivers, especially ones like this, I want you to swing for the fences. I don't want you freaking swinging and trying to hit a single or trying to muster up a double. No. I need you guys swinging for the fences. I need you to get ahead of the ball so you can pull it. Yes, I got to work in a baseball analogy for you. I need you guys to take full swings. No check swings. Damn it, screw Juju. I don't want you drafting Juju at all. Okay? All right. Next is Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Simple and plain, he may make some plays, but what have we always seen when he was with Green Bay? We saw him running up the sidelines. He's doing streaks. He's a go-type receiver, and he stretches the field, and I believe that's the main purpose they brought him there. Stretch the field so Travis Kelce can work underneath and whatever wide receivers that can work underneath. Will Marquez Valdes make some plays? Yes. But he's not a volume type receiver. And nobody's here really going to be a volume type receiver unless Kelce truly lays it down or he really takes strong step back. Stronger than what I anticipate. So he won't be an every week starter. I don't think it ever come that time the way he'd do it. But I do believe he'll be more productive than Juju. I just don't believe in Juju. Okay, simple and plain. All right, so let's go to number 3. Let's talk about the rookie Sky Moore. Man, everybody's so excited about Sky Moore. All these fantasy football content creators, I swear, it's like they just want to get that. It's like they're just getting down on all fours and arching their freaking back for freaking Sky Moore. I mean, like, goodness gracious. He's a rookie. He's not going to come in and demand targets from Juju and Marquez Valdes-Scantling and another receiver that's been there and has a rapport with. It's not going to happen. If a rookie wide receiver makes an impact, he's going to make an impact with there's only like one other receiver on the team. Kind of like how Justin Jefferson did during his rookie season. He didn't have nobody truly standing in his way, like no stud receiver, like that. So listen, guys, I wouldn't be so hopped up on Sky Moore. Is there a world where his 4.4 speed can make a difference? Yes, but it'll be by injury or something but outside of that, he'll catch hell getting on the field, okay? Now, that's the third wide receiver. Number 4, and which is my personal favorite. Guys, this guy will be out here around 15, 16. He'll be closing out your drafts. He might not even get drafted. But I'm going to tell you something. This is going to name where you're going to be like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I am so done with this guy. I'm so done with him. Man, listen, I don't know why so much. I don't understand why people were expecting so much out of this guy. You had Kelce there for the longest, obviously doing his due, being tight end number 1 overall. Tyreek Hill being a number 1 wide receiver, top 4, top 5 wide receiver, no matter how you slice it. But people just expected the world so much out of Mecole Hardman. But now is the time, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time. I endorse Mecole Hardman to get him super late in your draft. Mind you, we're looking for that Deebo Samuel type player that you can draft late and he end up being a stud wide receiver attached to a premier freaking quarterback, okay? Mecole Hardman. Mind you, listen, he's the closest thing to Tyreek Hill out of all these receivers. He's not as fast as Tyreek, but hell, he keep up with Tyreek. They had a little race in this run. Listen, Mecole Hardman he has some bonehead plays, but I just think there's a lot of pressure that was put on him. Now that pressure will be gone, And at the end of the day, he has a rapport. He's caught touchdown passes for Patrick Mahomes before. That's very important. And again, like I say, they drafted Mecole Hardman to replace Tyreek. Remember when Tyreek, years ago, when Tyreek had that issue in the offseason where they're thinking about suspending him or possibly getting rid of him, with that alleged child abuse case, or whatever, allegedly. That nothing ever came in fruition of it, but they drafted him with high draft capital I've seen enough of Mecole Hardman, and I'm a believer in him. Now the opportunity is there, and the rapport is there. He's slated to be the Z receiver role. He got a 73% catch rate, and I actually think that can actually go up. So all that hype that he had before, I just think it was unwarranted based on what was going on with the rest of the team. But now I feel as if he has the highest chance, in my opinion, to be the number one receiver on this team outside of Travis Kelce. Straight up. And if he is, you'll get him for a bargain. A bargain. That's just like panning for gold. You're just hitting the freaking. Trust me, if you're gonna doggone try to get any wide receiver for Kansas City Chiefs, invest in Mecole Hardman Lee. Remember when I told you this now? Because trust me, I'm gonna pop my collar. I'm gonna flex. Whenever I hit this offseason, I'm gonna flex like a mug, and I'm gonna be getting crunk and doing YouTube shorts and showing my ass. All right? Because guess what? Nobody else is saying what the heck I'm saying this year because they're scared to freaking stamp their flag on something. All right? So, again, my first goal, I would go with Mecole Hardman. And second fiddle, I would go with Marquise Valdes-Scantling. But I wouldn't touch Juju and I wouldn't touch Scott Moore. Are there worlds where those guys can do good? Yes. But they're going to have to do good on somebody else's team. But for my Flawless family and the ones that are listening to me, and in this channel, take a look at Mecole. Take a look at him. All right? So now, if you like Marquez Valdes-Scantling, let me know. But at it again, I feel as we know what he is, and I just feel he's a person to open up the field. So that don't mean he won't catch now long or do this and that, because Mahomes will step back and run around and throw it deep, So that may happen, but I don't think he'll have the volume whatsoever. So, you guys, if you got any value out of this video, press like. Let me know which one of these guys. Well, let me know. Prioritize these gentlemen, and let me know what you think. Who you think has the best opportunity? You don't got to prioritize. Let me know who you think had the best opportunity to finish as the highest wide receiver on this team, excluding Kelce. Okay? All right, guys. That's another episode of Flawless Fantasy Football. We broke down the Kansas City Chiefs wide receivers. I hope you got something out of that. Press like, press comment, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I got some more fire content. I got some more stuff going on. Wide receiver week is not over. We got a few more episodes. All right, stay tuned, guys. Flawless Fantasy Football. Holla at your boy. Hit the comments.